Hello and welcome to this lesson on using internet resources. Today you're going to learn about internet resources called invisible web resources. You're going to learn how to use invisible web resources and typical surface web resources. Finally, you're going to learn how to evaluate internet resources and make decisions about which of those resources are best for a school project. Let's get started. So what is the surface web? And what do we mean when we're talking about the invisible web, or the web that's also sometimes called the deep web? Surface web resources are those internet sites that you probably most often use. These are the sites that are free, provide you with quick information, sometimes give you lots and lots of results, sometimes millions of results. They contain advertisements. They're typically not written for elementary students. And often when you're searching in these surface web resources, you find links to information that you really are not looking for. Invisible or deep web resources, on the other hand, are those resources that are hidden under the surface and are those that you maybe don't typically use. These can often cost money or are available only through a school or a library. They return a smaller amount of results, typically don't have advertisements, they're often written for students and provide a reading level. And finally, they often provide a copyright date as to when the information was written. So now you're probably asking yourself, what are some examples of surface web and invisible web resources? Once again, surface web resources are those you probably use every day. Sites like Google, Wikipedia, YouTube, FactMonster, ESPN, and Dictionary.com. Examples of invisible web resources are those resources that will provide you with magazine articles, encyclopedia articles, databases, and ebooks. So does that mean that surface web resources are bad for school projects and invisible web resources are good? Not necessarily, because both can be valuable learning tools. It's just a matter of finding the best tool for the job, the one that's most appropriate for your needs. While surface web resources are going to be good for things like YouTube videos, quick Google searches, maps, and word definitions on Dictionary.com, invisible web resources are great for school projects because they have been selected by teachers and librarians. The information is written by experts, so it's highly trusted. The information is age appropriate and often written at your reading level. And finally, when you search these resources, you find fewer, more highly organized search results. So, do we have access to invisible web resources at school? Yes, we do. We have some great invisible web resources at our school, including Britannica School, Kids Infobits, Searchosaurus, as well as many others. Okay, that wraps up this lesson on surface web and invisible or deep web resources. Remember, when you're using the internet, it's all about choosing the best tool for the job. And always remember to consider using your school's awesome invisible web resources. Good luck.